If you happen to be someone who breaks your phone all the time, drops it all the time, you don't have to worry. These days, a lot of people have a protective case on their smartphone, and although it does provide some much needed protection for your device, it does add some extra bulk and also doesn't always look very nice. But right here today, we have the DOOGEE S51 rugged smartphone that basically has a built-in case in its design, so you don't have to worry about putting on a case, having it pop off, having it look weird. It's gonna look like it belongs. So this DOOGEE S51 is running Android 12 right out of the gate, the latest and greatest. It does feature 4 GB of RAM as well as 64 GB of internal storage that is also expandable with a micro SD card up to 512 GB in size. We are looking at a built-in 5180 mAh battery, which provides up to 15 days of standby time and 2 to 3 days of normal use, which is pretty insane. Has some good weight to it, feels very solid, definitely a rugged device. Now, one of the first things I noticed is we do have a built-in plastic screen protector already ready to go, just like that. No worries about having to install it, although we do have some bubbles that should mitigate as we begin to use it. Other than the screen protector, instantly I did notice this lime green ring here that looks very nice. Over on the back, all black along with some lime green accents as well. Looking very nice. I'm really liking that. Over on the back, we are looking at a main 12 megapixel AI camera, as well as a 2 megapixel portrait camera for some depth of field. I really like that we have a ring of LED lights here for the flash. It really makes a difference when you go to take a picture in the dark. We have a very nice honeycomb pattern going on the back, looking very nice. DOOGEE branding on the bottom. Now, as you can tell by looking at this, I did mention it was a rugged smartphone in design, ready to go. Ready to take a beating, nothing to worry about. It's also IP68 dust and water resistance as well as MIL STD 810H rated, so you can definitely have a peace of mind when you're out in the field with this thing. Now, taking a look at the front, let's get this powered on actually. Just like so, very nice looking screen. We are at an HD resolution, which is 720p, so not the highest resolution, but it's fine. Overall, it is a 6-inch IPS display, and we do actually have a metal ring going around it to protect it from falls up to 6 inches, so the screen should be fine, at least from 6 inches. Also inside the box, it looks like we do have a secondary screen protector, some screen protector accessories to install it, a limited warranty card, a micro SD and SIM ejection tool, a user manual, a power brick at 5 volts and 2 amps up to 10 watts, a USB-C to USB-A charging cable, as well as a lanyard so you can wrap the phone to your wrist. And now that we got the phone set up, let's take a look at a couple more things. Over here on the front, we do have the earpiece along with an 8 megapixel front-facing camera. Over here on the right side, we do have a volume rocker along with the power button with a built-in fingerprint reader. Lanyard slot over here on the bottom right. Going all the way down to the bottom, we do have a flap covering up the USB-C charging port, and we do have that lime green going on inside, which looks very nice. We also do have a bottom firing speaker as well as a microphone. Coming over to the left side, we do have a push to talk button that allows you to use the Zello app for walkie-talkie functions, as well as the dual SIM and micro SD card slot covered by a rubber flap. Up top, lo and behold, we do have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack so you can plug in your favorite wired headphones without a dongle. Very nice to see. And overall, a very rugged design that feels good in the hands and looks very nice as well. Now, as far as the size of this, being that it is a rugged phone with basically a built-in protective case, it is on the larger side of phones. Next to my iPhone 12 Pro Max, you can see it's a little bit taller and actually even when it comes to width. So just keep that in mind. This is a pretty beefy phone, but that's probably going to be expected for a rugged device. Now, as far as bloatware goes, let's take a look at what we got. We got all of the Google apps here as expected. Everything looks pretty stock here. The only thing we have that's extra here, maybe it might actually be included, we have children's space, game space, and outdoor tools. Outdoor tools is actually pretty cool because it has a bunch of different tools that'll actually come in handy around the house or even outside. Out of the box, it looks like we have 54 gigabytes out of the 64 gigabytes of internal storage available for use. Now, as far as this action button over here on the left side, you can actually customize what it does. A single click can do recording a voice message, opening the flashlight, a screenshot, open the underwater camera, open SOS, or open Zello for push to talk applications, or you can actually have it open any other application that you have installed on your phone, which is very cool. You're able to choose single click, double click, as well as a long press, so you can use it for 3 different functions at the same time. Now, as far as this device goes, right out of the box, things are very smooth, not too bad. A little bit of jitteriness here and there, but that's to be expected. Now, as far as the vibration motor goes, not the highest quality in the world, but it gets the job done. It is one of those louder vibration motors, so just keep that in mind. If we take a look at the camera app, it is a very functional camera. We have video mode, photo mode, portrait mode, UHD mode. Things are kind of not moving too quickly over here. UHD mode, as well as more, which has night mode, GIF mode, pro mode, panoramic mode, time-lapse mode, and intelligent scanning. We have flash controls up here on the top, automatic off or on, HDR on and off. I'm gonna leave that on auto. We have AI mode in the middle, little filters over here as well, and then a gear icon for more settings. We have customize. You can customize the function layout, more modes, select color and camera sounds. We have picture size, location info, brand watermark, which I never understood unless you're doing a video trying to showcase the photography. I'm not sure why you would want the name of your phone in the corner, but that's just me maybe. We have camera mute in case you want to mute the shutter sound, touch shooting, self-timer, grid lines, volume key features, anti-flicker, as well as resetting to factory defaults. So with that being said, let's head outside and get this camera put to the test and see how well photos and videos work from each camera. Just like that, we are outside giving you a raw 100% unedited audio and video sample in full HD 1080p coming directly from the rear facing camera. As you can see right now, the sun is facing me, so I should be very well lit, but as I turn around and the sun's behind me, I might become a little bit more darkened because of the auto exposure settings, depending on how good it can actually do in this environment. But bright and sunny day, very good lighting. Hopefully I look good because you want to look good on a video, especially in a sunny day. Now, if we head over here and look at some plants, you can see how the stabilization is as I'm walking. If we go a little bit close here, you can see how well it can focus on different objects. These plants right here are very dark green. Over here, these are really washed out green, so keep that in mind so you know exactly what it's supposed to be looking like. Now, if we go close right here to these yellow flowers, look at that. These are bright yellow flowers, just like a sunflower, so they should look very vibrant, although it looks like it's having some trouble keeping focus. But once you do have a focus, it does look pretty sharp. And moving back over to my Tesla, once again, you can see how well it can stabilize as I am walking. Zoom in close here onto the logo. Come on out, look at some headlights. This is what it looks like when you look at a car. If you're trying to record your car, take some pictures of your car, this is what you can expect. And now we are switched over to the front-facing camera. Once again, raw and unedited in full HD 1080p. You can see my car behind me, Tesla supercharger right here, and you can see me as well with the sun directly behind me. Now, it is doing a very good job as far as exposure goes because you can still see me even though we have the bright sun right behind me. Now, if I spin around, look at that. You can see the sun's directly on me, and I'm a lot more lit. Looking at the screen, it looks pretty good, although it does have a lot of glare on it, and it's not the brightest screen I've ever seen, especially in these sunny conditions. You can see what it looks like if I have a shadow on my face. Now, if we come over here, see a little pose here with the supercharger. Remember, this is going to be some bright red along with some white, and then you can see me as well. So this is what you can expect as far as the different colors go. If I run back over here, You can see how the stabilization is, or a lack thereof. We can come back over to these bushes. Take a look at what we got here. So we're doing a little bit of a vlog. You can see all these bushes here. Yeah, look at that. Got some flowers. Yeah. Remember, this is the front-facing camera. Okay, not looking too bad, but I can barely see in these sunny conditions once again. But, you know, I can see the plants. I can do a little bit of a vlog. And yeah, this is it. And this right here is what a front-facing video looks like at night. We do have some lights on here, but for the most part, it is a very dark night. All right, we're back inside, and now we're gonna get continuing on, and we're gonna take the YouTube video and audio test to its limits real quick. We're gonna use a 4K HDR video. So we're gonna put this up as high as we can go. Out of 4K, we're able to go up to 1080p 60, non-HDR. And I guess that's it. So let's see how well this looks. If you don't want the beef. Okay, the video quality does look good. Let's see how fast we can seek through here on our gigabit connection. Okay, a little bit of a delay here. Not the fastest ever, but it does work. It just takes about 3 to 5 seconds. Remember, this is 1080p 60, which is the max resolution we're able to play here. Let's turn up the volume all the way.
More black beans, or maybe...
So like I was saying, we do have the bottom firing speaker here. It's not the loudest I've ever heard, but it's fine unless you're in a really noisy environment. Quality-wise, not too bad.
I don't know if the fries are even vegan, to be honest, but I guess you would get...
Now, even though we're watching a 4K video at 1080p resolution on a 720p display, it actually looks very sharp and crisp, so there's no problems here with consuming content. Now, as you were probably able to see as I was exiting out of that video, things were a little bit jittery, a little bit laggy, a little bit slow, but, you know, to be expected. Now, while I get this game installed, the viewing angles, they're actually not too bad. Things do get a bit darker when you're not looking straight on, but it's fine. If you're watching content with people next to you, they should still be able to get the gist of what's going on. So as far as gaming goes, we're going to try out Angry Birds 2, which is a pretty graphically intense game, although also very simple. It's pretty much the kind of games you're going to be wanting to play on a device like this. Alright, so things are a little bit laggy. They're not the smoothest ever, but... as you can see, it froze a little bit right there. It's not the smoothest, but you know, it's still an enjoyable experience if you're trying to play a quick game while you're waiting somewhere. A little bit of hesitation once again. So there is definitely some noticeable delays, but like I said, it's fine for what it is. So overall, a very nice device. Well built, solid, strong, gonna be able to withstand a beating if you happen to be using this in the field. You know, if you happen to be someone who breaks your phone all the time, drops it all the time, you don't have to worry. You're gonna drop it and be like, oh, I dropped it, but it's probably fine. And as you can see, things are looking good. Cameras are alright for what they are. Performance quality, once again, good for what it is. Screen looks good for being 720p HD, and the design does look very nice. Definitely a rugged build, a beefy phone, but if you want that added protection and peace of mind, not a bad option.